Hello, Thomas here, Thomas Orts. I'm a profit growth consultant, and typically when I work with clients, within 8 to 12 weeks, up to 20% more profit, bottom line profit. Quite impressive, I think, but this is not a video to pitch you on all my capabilities. This is just to give you something for free. Why do I do that? If you use my free stuff and it works, you probably think, how good must the paid stuff be? So I want to help you by actually helping you. And tonight I want to talk about sales. What is very interesting, what we know, sales are often not happening because of objections. And then one logic is train your people on objection handling, or train yourself on objection handling. Yes, but it's not the wisest approach. Because I've seen it. I'm in the trade for many, many years, and I've seen it over and over again. There are these really professional salespeople, and the client makes some noises and they hear an objection and they handle that. Boom, boom. And then they hear the next noise and they handle the next objection. They're almost waiting for the third one because they are the super objection handling ninja warriors. What a lot of nonsense that is. You're not there to handle every objection. You are there to identify, is it even an objection? And before an objection, there's something that we call, I think in English it's called a pretense. In German it's called Vorwand. Einwand, Vorwand. Objection, pretense. And this is not where the story ends. Now it gets really interesting. Before the pretense, there's also something that I call a complaint. Eine Beschwerde. What do I mean with that? Very simple. Let's start from the back. So, objection handling, that's for another video. But how to even understand the concept of a pretense? Very simple. Let's say a buddy says to you, you know, Sunday evening, let's go to the Chinese place. There's some Chinese food, some Chinese beer. Let's have a nice evening. And you say, Chinese, you know, I can't, this stuff they put in there, I don't know what it's called. Let's go to the vegan place across the road, much better. Come on, and they also have good drinks. Let's go to the vegan place. And then, hey ho, you go to the vegan place. So the other guy wanted Chinese, you gave an objection, and you ended up at the vegan place. But what has happened? It wasn't an objection. You couldn't care less about Chinese food or vegan food. What the other guy doesn't know, but that's your reality, you just broke up with your partner, and you know that your partner with their new spouse goes on a Sunday evening to the Chinese place. And there's no way on earth you set foot in this Chinese restaurant. Doesn't happen. So let's just think the other guy was a good objection handler. He says, well, Chinese food is really proven because of the ingredients, free radicals, fantastic. The wrong sentences, the wrong message. So therefore, is it an objection or is it just a pretense? There's ways to find out if it isn't pretense. Very simple. You just basically have to ask, okay, let's say we can handle that and we can make sure that you understand and you buy that. Is there anything else that is holding you back? So, yes, there is something else, this and this. Aha, okay, interesting, you write that down. And if we talk about that, is there anything, what else is there? There must be something more. Yeah, there is, I can tell you. Boom. So what you're doing, instead of handling a pretense, you just ask further and further and further to arrive at the point where the client says, no, that's it. That's basically, that's the last thing that I can think of. And then you say, okay, if I handle this last thing, are we then in business? You do a pre-close. Now you know you're dealing with the right and truth objection. And if the guy says, well, yeah, then you just handle that very last objection and then you close the sale. A lot of people don't do that. But now let's go to the complaint. Even more interesting. So the complaint is completely different. Face this scenario, or picture this scenario. You're in the cinema, Lord of the Rings, with your family. You bought the tickets, what do you do next? You buy the ice cream, you buy the popcorn. And then you come to the counter to pay for the popcorn. You can't believe 400 grams of popcorn, I don't know, 6 euros. You say, this is ridiculous. What is this? These prices are ridiculous. But what you do next? You buy the popcorn. The film is starting. There's no way on earth you have Lord of the Rings 3 hours without popcorn. Doesn't happen. So therefore you buy. And you made some noises, the complaint. But hey, let the client make some noises. And that's the lesson here. If a client says to you, wow, that's really expensive. That is really a pack. This is expensive. What do you say next? Very simple. You say, well, but that doesn't stop you from going forward, does it? And that's it. And then the guy might say, no, I know you're expensive, I checked the market, you are good, make the contract, let's move. I trust you. Boom. No objection handling, no pretense handling, nothing. Just boom, straight into the goal. So that's the lesson here. Check your sales staff, check yourself, and find out before you even start to handle objections, is it just a complaint? And close the sale just with this one simple line. That doesn't stop you from going forward, does it? And then you get the signature. I hope that helped. Have a good evening or good day whenever you watch this. And if you want to reach out to get to more complex stuff, I've got a lot up my sleeves, and it would be great if we talk to each other and you engage. Take care. Bye-bye.